What's up, comic fans? And this is gonna be a quick new comic book day haul plus review. It's been a minute. You know, I've been a little behind on the videos, but life's busy, and not busy in a bad way. I mean, I work, yeah, but I've been having a good time. So don't forget to go out there and make sure you have a good time. So we're gonna get into the books. We're gonna bypass the whole having a good time stuff because you're gonna have a good time while watching this, and we're gonna do it right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, so let's get into the haul. First off, you know, this week I didn't get any 50-cent books or anything like that. I didn't get them. They're just not gonna be in this video because I'm trying to get this out. So anyway, we got, I did get a free comic book day, Spider-Man #1 from my shop. They were giving these out. And if you remember, this was the first appearance of Virus. So let's see, I know I'm trying to be quick here, but I'm like, ugh. I know if you remember the pandemic, there was a whole thing. When did Virus come out first? Anyway, new comic book day, issue, boom, right here. This was the controversial one. It was free. And I think at its peak, it was like a $10, $15 book, maybe even 20 bucks, whatever. Today, you know, maybe you get a few bucks for it. Anyway, next up we got Batman Incorporated #2. This is the first cover appearance of Fissure. They are in here like a brief cameo appearance. Just character design looks pretty cool. But anyway, Ghostmaker is having a hell of a time keeping some of the teachers that used to teach him, or Ghostmaker and Batman, you know, so a lot of the stuff they knew. They went to all these masters, and that's how they got a lot of their skills. Anyway, there's somebody hunting down these guys. Some of them are okay, some of them are the worst of the worst. A lot of them just seem to be assassins or something like that. But anyway, yeah, Ghostmaker is trying to save them. They don't trust Ghostmaker because Ghostmaker has such a shady past, and he's having a really hard time keeping these guys alive. That's what happens. All right, next up we got Catwoman vs. Punchline. I have not read this yet, but we're gonna get to it. Got through most of my books this week. We got Gold Goblin #1. It's a good setup issue. What else do we have in here? You have the pumpkin guy. Anyway, I'm having a hard time remembering his name. Venom likes to beat up on him, but why can't I remember? Jack-o'-lantern. That's who it is. Anyway, Jack-o'-lantern's in this book, and you know, Norman beats up on him. Osborn here beats up on him, sorry. And then at the end, you know, he's still got a lot of things going through his head, so it's really weird. But he's been absolved of his sins. I don't know if you read the whole Nick Spencer run of Spider-Man where he gets absolved of his sins from the Sin Eater. But, you know, so it's a new start for Osborn, and he's the Gold Goblin. A lot of goblins in this book. Anyway, Moon Knight #17. Didn't read it. And then we got Venom #13. It's a dense book, but it's tied into Dark Web. Is it worth a read? Perhaps. There's a lot going on. Eddie's dealing with his son, you know, being stabbed, and there's just a lot of stuff going on. So Eddie can see the future, can see the past. He is the future, he is the past. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. That brings me to my last Marvel book of the week, Murder World Avengers. Woo! So this is a good one, actually. I like them. They're one-shots, but they're going to be a bunch of one-shots set in different locations. So I think the next one is like Spider-Verse or something like that. So there'll be a lot of spider people in that one. Anyway, Avengers show up, start killing people in Murder World. If you look very closely, you can see Black Widow. And then there's an end scene with Black Widow. And the person who basically takes us through this whole voyage, when you see what happens to him at the end, you're like, damn. But that's what makes it a one-shot. So, you know, hopefully I didn't give away too much there, but you'll see it. Gunslinger Spawn. I thought this was like one of the more quirkier Spawn books and funnier Spawn books, but now it's gotten really deep, dark. But we're getting the origin story of the Gunslinger Spawn, and that makes it really cool. He's not as weak as... Technically he's the weakest Spawn, but he's not as weak as you think because he's driven by a lot of stuff, personal stuff, that makes him, you know, really go for the gusto. What else we got? We got Something Is Killing the Children #26. Erica Slaughter's back. It's a really good arc. You got Cutter after her. Cutter's basically an assassin that the Order is sent after her. She's weakened. She just fought like a spirit type monster. You know, she's bleeding all over the place. She's got stitches, holes in her. She's resting now and trying to recover, but she knows she's putting the people who have helped her in danger because Cutter is coming after her, this assassin. It's a good book. Definitely worth a read. 26 issues in, and I still can't quit it. Next up, and last but not least, from Cullen Bunn, we have Door to Door, Night to Night. This is the 1 in 5 variant cover. Yeah, basically it's a group that picks up a hitchhiker. It's a group of door-to-door salesmen who sell like these coupon books. Funds go to the fire department, whole thing. And it's for like 8x10 family portraits, whole thing, alright? But they're all like, I don't want to say the dregs of society, but they're the lost ones, lost souls, the ones who couldn't go to college because they couldn't afford it. Ex-cons, ex-teachers who aren't very smart, so they couldn't cut it really as a teacher. You know, just people who didn't like their original job and became drifters. But anyway, they pick up a hitchhiker. Hitchhiker ends up, you know, spending a night out with them, helps to sell the coupon books, and then drifts away. We find out that she's kind of a monster hunter, or has been hunting monsters for a while, and she goes off to do her own thing. She tells these guys, hey, listen, there's monsters everywhere. When you go door to door, you'll start to realize things that you didn't see, and it kind of ends off on that. I am interested in reading the next one. So, really good book, Door to Door, Night to Night. Alright, so comic fans, that was my comic haul and review. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below. Do what you do, I'm gonna do what I do. You have a great day. Peace.